2025 is considered an off year when it comes to national elections. Control of Congress is not up for grabs, nor is control of the White House. But that doesn't make Election Day 2025 meaningless. In fact, in many parts of the country, it doesn't feel like an off year at all. The White House or Congress may not be on the line this November 4th, but Election Day 2025 is still full of drama. There are governor's races, mayor's races, state Supreme Court races, and even a redistricting contest that could impact the entire country. One of the biggest fights for Democrats and Republicans is the election for governor in both Virginia and New Jersey. In Virginia, it's former Democratic Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger against the current Republican Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl-Sears. In New Jersey, it's another former Democratic Congresswoman, Mikey Sherrill, against Republican businessman Jack Ciattarelli. Both races are already historic. New Jersey's governor's race is the most expensive ever in the state, and Virginia is guaranteed to elect its first female governor. John McCarthy advises Democrats across the country. Amanda Woollishen-Glass advises Republicans.
I think that people right now are looking for any indication about how the Trump administration is actually playing out with voters.
Because 2024 was such a disaster for Democrats, do you think Democrats need to sweep all the big races in November?
Well, Democrats need to do a lot of soul searching. In many ways, Abigail Spanberger and Mikey Sherrill present probably the best path forward for Democrats. It would be a pretty difficult thing for the Democratic Party to recover from losses in these places.
Do you think this election is about President Trump, or is this about local and state issues?
I think the Democrats are desperate to make it about anything other than the issues. And you just can't keep saying, well, no, Trump, Trump, Trump. It doesn't fly anymore. Last year, it was remarkable the amount of votes that the president received.
Other races to watch this November include mayoral elections. According to Ballot Ready, this year over 5,000 mayoral elections are taking place, with many of them occurring this November. But the race in New York City has generated the most national buzz. Zohran Mamdani is the Democratic nominee and is taking on former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who's running as an independent. The Republican candidate is Curtis Sliwa. Because Mamdani is a self-described Democratic socialist and is leading in the polls, the logical question is Mamdani the future of the Democratic Party?
I think it will have an impact. We potentially will have a socialist mayor of New York City.
I don't know that for the future of the Democratic Party, New York is going to be that informative when it comes to, how do we win in tough places?
And there are even more significant races happening this November 4th. In Pennsylvania, 3 state Supreme Court seats are up, and control could impact election rolls in the swing state for years to come. In California, a ballot initiative on a redistricting plan to benefit Democrats will go before voters, potentially impacting control of Congress. Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Washington.